In this video, I'm going to show you how to work out the distance travelled on your commute to work. In order to complete the commuting and home working questionnaire, it is important to enter a reasonable estimate of the distance travelled on the days you commute to work. We would recommend that you use one of the mapping programs available online, for example, Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the AA Route Planner. I'm going to use Google Maps. I'm going to show you how to find the distance travelled for cars and motorbikes, bus, rail, light rail, tram and the London Underground. The easiest distance to measure is car travel, and for this example I'm going to use Loughborough Railway Station as the start point and Nottingham Railway Station as the destination. We type Loughborough into the search box. Then click on the directions icon below. I will then type Nottingham Railway Station into the Choose Destination field. I'm also going to click on the double arrow icon to reverse the start point and destination. If not already selected, click on the car icon. In this case, we are presented with two options. Your route may result in more than one option being offered. Choose the one that matches or is closest to the route that you most often use. In this case, the result that I will use is 14.3 miles. If you cycle or walk to work, just select the appropriate icon and the distance will be displayed. If you travel by bus, light rail, tram, the London Underground or train, click on the train icon. Unfortunately, none of the online mapping services currently shows the distance between points for public transport. Fortunately, there are ways around this. In this case, the route for bus and car are the same, although this may not always be the case. We would recommend that you use the distance travelled in a car. This is because it is not the commuter's fault if the route is less direct using a bus than a car. And in our experience, most organisations are happy with this compromise. However, if the difference is significant between car and bus, you can use the measurement technique that I will show you shortly for light rail. For trains, the distances are available in two forms. The first is using the Rail Miles engine service. This is not a bad option, but it is provided with no warranty and is for personal use. It also has an interesting foible. It can be found on my.railmiles.me/mileage-engine/. As you can see, it has a simple interface with from and to fields. I'm going to enter Loughborough as the start point and Nottingham as the destination. As I type into the field, it starts to offer suggestions. I will choose Loughborough, and it fills the field with Loughborough's station code, LOGHBRO. Next, I type Nottingham into the to field. Again, it offers suggestions. I will choose Nottingham, and it fills the field with NTNG, the station code for Nottingham. We click Get Mileage, and this is where the foible becomes apparent. It provides us with a distance of 14 miles and 75 chains. Now, for those of you under the age of 65, there are 80 chains in a mile, a chain being an old imperial measure. And for the cricket fans amongst you, a chain is the distance between the stumps, 22 yards. No, I don't know why. And I don't know why Rail Miles uses it either. I would suggest that you deal with chains as follows. If the number of chains is below 20, round the distance down to the nearest mile. If the number of chains is above 60, round it up to the nearest mile. Otherwise, make it half a mile. In this case, I would round it up to 15 miles. If you want to be more accurate, round it to the nearest quarter mile, but it would still be 15 miles in this case. The other method is rather more time-consuming and is found on the Network Rail website. www.networkrail.co.uk/. Under Running the Railway, you select the timetable. Here you can download the complete set of timetables. At this point it is dated May 2021. At the top of the list is an index of stations, but I know that the one I need is table 053F. The distances are from St Pancras, but it is easy to subtract the distance to Loughborough from the distance to Nottingham. In this case, 126.5 miles minus 111.75 miles, giving a distance of 14.75 miles. Now, unfortunately, getting the same information for light rail and trams and the underground systems in London and Glasgow is much more difficult. We will use the London Underground journey from Stockwell Underground Station to Marble Arch to demonstrate the technique. You can see that the route is marked on the map. Left-click on the departure point and a dialog box will appear. Click on Measure Distance. A white dot inside a black circle appears. Next, right-click along the track of the railway line, trying to match the curves as closely as possible. The dialog box at the bottom of the page gives the distance of 6.96 kilometres or 4.32 miles. I would round this down to 4.3 miles. I've measured this route several times and the distance is always around 4.3 miles. One tip. If your browser does not show both buses and trains, click on Options. Then select the appropriate option, bus, subway, train, etc., to display the mode of transport you want. Thank you for watching this video, and if you need help filling in the questionnaire, please look at our other video, How to Complete the Commuting and Home Working Questionnaire. Thanks again.